Hello! It's been a minute again. It's good to be here. I'm having a fantastic day. Genuinely, I really am. Because last night was the first show of Miku Expo 2026. And while I did not go to that show, I did benefit from it because they dropped the set list, and I'm going to the Boston show specifically, and I know it's likely that maybe 3-ish songs are going to be swapped around. That does not matter to me at all. I mean, it kind of matters. Like, a lot of these songs on the set list are really good, and if those specific ones get swapped, I'm gonna be pretty sad. But this is such a good lineup. I'm not even like I feel like I should just I should probably get started and talk about it while I'm doing stuff, because I'm hoping to finish this today, because I'm tired of thinking about it. Frankly, I'm not gonna do any of that. I'm just gonna get into it. I forgot I haven't even done this yet. What level am I? I'm 30. It should be fine, right? It should be fine. I'm just gonna do it. It's on easy mode. How fucking hard can it be? So he's going. I'm gonna pull this up real quick. I need to talk about this. I do. I need to talk about it. It's in my photos. Here it is. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. There we go. It is right here. Yeah, there's gonna be a cutscene. I'll just wait for this to end.
Well, it's time. You and I must now ride into battle without the luxury of training. Then again...
God, she's so beautiful.
Experience is the best teacher.
Oh, I straight up thought that was its ass. I'm not even gonna lie. I was like, why are we getting an ass shot of the camel? It's not. It's the front. It's fine. Oh. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I got scared for a second because I was like, I don't know if I can do that with them disconnected, but I can. I should be able to. It's another one of these. That's good. So while I'm doing this, glad I can, what is it? Oh, cool! I'm literally just trampling Yiga members. That's okay. I'm rushing them. So I need to talk about this set list, right? While I'm half paying attention to this, I need to talk about this. I'm gonna list off a few of these songs, and if you care half as much about Miku as I do, you're probably gonna be like, holy shit, this is a good set list. Because it is. It's, in my opinion, one of the best set lists that has ever come out of specifically the Miku Expo shows for, like, you know, North America, outside of Japan, really, and like China and stuff. We have Teo as the opener. Teo as the opener, right? I mean, that's been performed before, right? I don't know if it's probably been performed before at, you know, American shows. Kimagure Mercy is playing right after that. Fucking amazing song. I love that song so much. I'm so glad that it's being shown. And I really hope it doesn't get swapped out for anything. We have Culture which is a fantastic song. That one came out, I think, 3 years ago now, but it got so incredibly popular, and I am so glad that it's coming back for us, because I went to not last year's, 2 years ago's Boston show, because they do it every 2 years, and they did not do Culture, and I was pretty sad, but honestly, that show fully and completely was pretty much a shit show. So I don't know. But you've got I think it's called Play with Fire by Camellia next, which is, I don't know that song very well, but I just listened to it like to refresh myself, and it's a great song. We've got World's End Dance Hall, which, oh my god, I'm so excited to hear that, as I think a lot of people are. Tycoon with Mako, Bring It On with the Kagamine twins. That's gonna be great. Those are both gonna be great. I'm more excited for Tycoon, honestly, if I'm being sincere. Because I love Bring It On, but I feel like there's a lot of Kagamine songs that don't really get the spotlight as much as they should. Like, obviously, Bring It On is in no way a bad song. It's just like, there's others. And then this one was crazy to me. This one like shocked me to my core, and I've never been happier to see this on the list. Wasn't able to become a super cat by Mafu Mafu. Holy shit, man. That song, I think that's the fastest I've ever done something like that, and I kind of just burrowed through it. That song like changed my life a little bit. Or maybe not that song specifically, but him in general, Mafu Mafu, he changed my life. I've been listening to him since I was like 9 years old or something like that. So I'm begging that song does not get swapped out with something else, because if it does, I'm gonna be heartbroken. I really am. To hear that live on stage will change my life again. Completely. Shut up. But Sweet Magic is after that. Sweet Magic, that's happened quite a few times. I think we can understand it. It fits very well with the theme of this expo, which is like candy shop. And correct me if I'm wrong, but previous Miku Expo shows like barely contributed to their theme, and now they're really going for it, which I think is really cool. They did a lot of cool stuff with the Blooming Tour, which I'm so upset that I couldn't see, but I couldn't manage to get a real ticket to Japan. I just could not. Amazing Dulce, Caged Flower, which I'm extremely excited about. That was at the Blooming show. That is a Kaito song, and ever since I found it from the Blooming setlist, I have been obsessed with that song, and I really, really hope that does not get swapped out. Goddish is after that. Great song. Everyone loves that song. And then Love is War, which is crazy. I did not think that Love is War would ever be performed in an expo, but I'm so glad that it is. Because just, oh my god. That makes me so happy. It's such a good song. After that, Patchwork Staccato. That's obviously a phenomenal song as well. Room for Fantasy, which is the winner for the contest that they did this time around. That's a wonderful song. I heard a lot of people, when that song dropped as the winner, complaining because they heard it and they were like, this is not a concert song, this is not, this isn't hype enough, this is whatever, blah 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 blah. And, you know, everyone's entitled to their opinion, but sometimes you're wrong. This song is fucking amazing, and I am going to scream so loud when that song comes on. Genuinely, I am so excited. I'm more excited for that song than Magical Cure Love Shot, which is going to be back because it was so popular. It's a great song. Don't get me wrong. Love it. Big fan. It's, you know, it's just one of those things where, like, when I've experienced the moment of something, like the big moment of something, after it's done, I'm just kind of like, okay, let's move on, you know, let's have our new big thing. And nobody wants to move on from that, I feel like, because it was so big. It was like one of the biggest concert winners ever, and I'm so glad for the person that made it. But I just, like, I feel like it's kind of really rude to not to include it on the set list, but to be so excited for the last one and so unforgiving to the new one when they're both not by big time producers. Like, they're both really well made, and, like, I never see the point in hating on something if it does no harm. Never. Like, there will be 50 posts I see in a day anywhere, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, of just, like, here's this thing and here's why it sucks. And it's like, sure, you can not like something, but do you have to broadcast that to the entire world? If like, the person who made it isn't a bad person, and, like, they're just kind of trying to have fun, and I get so angry. Another pet peeve that I've discovered of mine is is when people will go out of their way, especially recently, to call anything corny. Anything corny. It's so annoying. It is the most annoying thing. I'm a big fan of The Amazing Digital Circus. I think it's a phenomenal show. I think they're doing a great job. And there's something I could say about that as well, in these recent days. But, like, the 8th episode just came out a while ago, and the scene, I don't want to spoil it. I mean, I'm pretty sure by the time anyone finds this recording, everyone will have seen it by now. But you know, the scene where Kane really freaks out and he's, like, realizing all this stuff, and he's super pissed off. He freaks, and he does the I am God speech. I got chills from that. I genuinely did. And it's not to say that you can't feel a different way from looking at that scene, but I just saw an unbelievable amount of people go, "Oh, it's so corny," just because he said those specific words. I don't get it. I thought the writing was phenomenal on that part. I thought it was really, really well done. I do think it's hard to say phrases like that in writing and make them feel as seamless as they did, but I think they did a good job. I think they did a great job, a fantastic job. And there's so much to say right now about generally the Amazing Digital Circus fandom. There's so many things I can and don't want to say, but I'm probably just gonna say them, you know? 'Cause fucking why not? Recently, with, you know, the call for the 9th episode, which is the finale, when episode 8 went live. At the end of the episode, it announced that episode 9 would be released, I think it was June, 16th? I don't remember. June 19th? June 19th, I think. And, but the exact date doesn't matter. The main thing that people were upset about, and boy, people were upset, was that the finale is also being released as a movie in theaters, which is fucking crazy for an indie show. It is ridiculous for an indie show. Not unheard of, because a lot of this is happening recently, like, with video game adaptations that nobody thought would happen, with, Markiplier's movie that is blowing box office charts away, with, you know, I'm glad to finally see it happen to indie animation, and I'm sure it's happened before, but, you know, with Flow, the cat movie about flooding, it's more than that, but I'm just, you know, paraphrasing for convenience sake. It's just really nice to see, but people were, I'm gonna say, not so reasonably upset by the fact that the theatrical release is happening 2 weeks before the free YouTube release. And why I say that is because, yes, it's upsetting that you can't watch it as soon as you want for free. You still can watch it for free, you just have to wait 2 weeks. And I understand that a lot of people are probably are worried about being spoiled for the events in the finale, and it's a finale, it's a big part of the show. Of course you're going to be worried about getting spoiled and getting your experience ruined. But like, guys, come on. Think about what this could do for the industry. Think about what this could do for Glitch Studios and the creators associated with them. Think about indie studios in general. Think about, like, it's 2 weeks. If you can't stay away from one place of the internet for 2 weeks, I think you have a serious problem. I think you do. And there's no reason you can't just be on, like, because there's so many social media platforms that don't post, like, for instance, TikTok and Twitter and, you know, like, doom scrolling. Technically, you could be spoiled by, like, a YouTube thumbnail, but just, you could also approach it with the mentality of, maybe they're all fucking lying. You know what I mean? Maybe they're all, posting content to pretend that they're spoiling you, but they're, you know, it's actually just a big joke. Which, I've seen a ton of those kinds of posts. I feel like that's a pretty good way to go about it, is just to look at all that under the lens of, like, who's to say they're not lying? And then when you finally watch the show, I don't know, because then you would be able to recognize, oh, they weren't lying, or oh, they were lying. That's good, but it's also just kind of like, you don't know still. It's the same as making a theory, I guess, which is like, oh, I wonder if this will happen, and then it does, and you're like, oh, because you're not as surprised as if you didn't think about it at all, but you're still like, you still didn't know that for sure that it would happen. So, I don't know. That's how I usually go about that kind of stuff. I do get it. I do get it in a way, but the backlash and the response for that has kind of just been disgusting, and I've been so disgusted to think of myself as being a part of that crowd. Obviously not that specific crowd, but, you know, grouped within the same sort of thing. This is fun. But yeah, I think people need to calm down. I loved the response that one of the, I think it was the CEO of Glitch that came out and was like, look, we tried to get it down to like 1 week, but the minimum that they presented us with was a month, so we compromised on 2 weeks. I think that's, first of all, a stellar explanation, and totally makes sense. It totally makes sense that a theater would do that. So yeah, I kind of got sidetracked, but people need to calm down, is basically what I'm saying. However... Oh, I was talking about the set list. I completely, like, cut it off halfway and just stopped listing the songs. Hold on. There's stuff happening. And I don't know how to navigate this. It's this way. My leg is crushing me right now. I'm actually sitting in like the most uncomfortable way to do this. I gotta, hold on, I gotta move. Holy shit, that hurt so much. I think I missed that, but it's fine. I really needed to move my leg. That sucked so bad. But I left off for Room for Fantasy. That's right. Someday's Coming is after that, which is a Luca song. That is a phenomenal song. I'm glad. There's so many good Luca songs. I have been so underappreciative of Luca in recent, before recent years. There were so many songs I didn't know, and now I know them, and I'm like, my eyes are opened. She's definitely like top 3 for me right now. After that, 2 crazy lineups. Drop Pop Candy, which I never thought would be performed again, and Ohedo Julia Night, which I also never thought would be performed again. These are huge for us, like huge. This is... And then of course, Magical Cure Love Shot, which I mentioned a little bit before. Catch the Wave, which is... a very popular song, I think. Or maybe not, you know, popular in like the fans' light, but definitely well promoted and one of the bigger official songs, I think. Shake It is very popular, and then 39, which is just a great song. Connect Commune, which is the official theme song for this expo, and then Artifact, which I need to refresh myself on, and this is huge. Decorator, which is the biggest proof of the increase in screen size for this show. I think anyone who went to the last show is able to tell you how disappointing it was to see how small their new screen was, their shitty little TV that they used. I think this time around they're still doing an LED screen, but this one is like 3 or 4 times the size, so it actually feels like a show is being performed. and you're not just in some guy's basement. But all that aside, Decorators, the way that is performed is all 6 of them perform on the screen at the same time, meaning you need a very wide screen for all that to happen, and for it to feel like they're actually on stage. That means that they achieved that, and that means that... I mean, I saw active clips. It looked fucking amazing, and I'm so excited to see that. I don't believe that they would... that they would replace that with anything, because I think that's extremely important to show off your advancements. And then the last one, Odds and Ends, just a phenomenal song, just a great song. They're all great. I don't think a single one of those songs is a bad pick, and easily I will be going. And I feel like shit now, kind of, because the ticket that I bought, I mean, I didn't have a lot of money at the time to really splurge on it, but I like, it's such a bad seat, and I really want to upgrade it, but I can't, because Ticketmaster sucks a little bit. I mean, it's not that bad. Ticketmaster is not that bad. I'm just not allowed to upgrade for that specific show, which is really sad. I would love to be in the pit for this show. I would love to be maybe behind the pit for this show. Within reason, you know. I'm not gonna pay like $1,000 for a ticket, but at least to be in the middle would be cool, you know. I'm in like the far left balcony, way behind, and it's gonna be so sad because I'm barely gonna be able to see anything. But nonetheless, I'm so excited. I could not be more excited for this show. I did hear that there's still some merch mishaps like before, but I haven't heard anything about the stock in the actual venues. I have, however, heard that the merch on the website that you can buy, the sales went up really late, and it was like too late for the merch to actually arrive at anyone's home before the show that they were going to, which is really, really, really sad. Oh, it's this fucking guy. I didn't do anything. I did not do anything. You are projecting. No, I wasn't paying attention.
Because your thread's about to get cut, and I'm the shears. Snip, snap! Hey! Yes! What a relief it will be! You meddlers are out of the picture! Today! Right now, in fact! The stupendous chief of the Yiga clan, Master Koga, is gonna kill you all to death.
Good job, man. Really stuck the landing there. I guess so. Oh, Magnesis. Is that the first time we've been asked to use Magnesis in this? No, there were moblins that had sledgehammers, I think. They are kind of strong. I'm so glad that I chose easy mode and decided not to struggle with this at all, because this is so much easier. What I just realized I didn't ever talk about was Anime Boston. I recently went to that on Sunday. I wasn't able to put together an outfit for it, but I will be putting an outfit together for the Boston Miku Expo show. However, the experience was fucking phenomenal. I got so much stuff. I spent so much money. I really kind of just went to the artist alley. That's all I really wanted to do. And it was great. Everyone there was great. Everyone there was so nice. I bought so many things. Keychains, prints, you know, all that. And we also went to the cafe. The little cafe that was inside, kind of like right across from the artist alley hallway. And it was awesome. The food was actually really good. I was not expecting it to be that good. I got like a burger and fries, and my father, who decided to come with me, he got chicken fingers, and they were also really good. So good all around. They were delicious. It was a great experience. Did I just die? I don't think I died. I think he's halfway. I looked away for a minute. I'm not hitting you. I'm not hitting you at all. That's a crazy move that he can just do. Go. I mean, come on. That's stupid. That's a stupid move. That's a ridiculous move. Did that do anything? I don't even think he came at me. This is a crazy fight. This is. Nothing wrong with bombs. Of course, you ask for bombs right after I do it, which is awesome. I always love when that happens. Magnesis. God, you have so much health. You're so fat. You have so much fat health. Bombs are just bouncing off of you. I don't want to guess how much of Master Koga is on, like, DeviantArt and stuff like that. I don't want to know. I feel like it's a lot, and I don't want to know. I've never been on DeviantArt. Sorry, that was probably loud, the clanking. I've never been on it. I don't wish to be on it. I've only heard tales, and I don't want to hear any more of them. That takes so long to do. I hate those slow-mo shots. They're so annoying. Okay. Done and done. That was good. That was a good run. 3 deliveries of mine are in the mail right now. 3 of them. I know. That's a lot. Let's just go through this real quick. I'm trying to keep this mic satiated, but all it wants to do is fall. Slowly descend away from me at every given moment.
I am afraid we cannot overlook this failure. Can't do it, Seer. Fate decides all. Even this defeat.
Sorry, it's so loud. I need it to stay. I need it to stay in one spot. It's not. It's actively dropping. It's so annoying! Oh my goodness! It's just falling. It just keeps falling and falling and falling, and that's all it does. If I put you there, will you stay? If I force you to stay like that, will you stay? You interrupted the whole cutscene. The whole thing.
These Sheikah towers.
Now I'll never know the lore.
They are rather useful, I admit.
I know, right? Oh, but just wait. There's one more thing I gotta show ya.
Pura, a little warning would have been nice.
Sorry. But look, is this technology amazing or what? Right now we can't teleport many people at once. And anywho, there aren't many places we can travel. But with further study, I think these towers will be invaluable. Lucky for us, I have lots of new researchers on my team too. It won't be easy, but we're not gonna let that stop us, eh?
I know that you won't. I wish I could join you, but now... Anyway, I'm glad for your help, Pura.
Something secretive going on? You having a slumber party without us? I'm gonna be pissed. You didn't invite me. I'm gonna be mighty upset. What's all this then? Garbage. Whole lot of garbage. Oh my god, that's so many things. It's always so many things. I don't wanna. What is it? It's a trial. I don't want to do your trials. This one's glowing. That means I can do it. Take my carrots. I don't need them. That was crunchy. I don't want to. I've decided I don't want to. Is there anything else glowing, maybe? This one's glowing. That's gonna upgrade Revali, right?
This will do.
Yeah, bonus combo. No, I don't want to do your trials. I'm not doing them. And I'm not looking at them either. This one is for Link, right? Two-handed weapon bonus combo. So cool! I'm never gonna use that whole lot of shit as well. I think that's it. What's this? Alright, hold on, I gotta look this up. When Courage Fails is the third mission of Chapter 4. Marking roughly 40 to 50% through the main story? Halfway? I thought I was like I thought it was like 70% done. How many chapters are there? I know I did this last time, but I don't remember. There's 7. Do they hate me? Why do they hate me? Oh, I'm not gonna be able to do this today. I gotta change the title. I'm not gonna be able to do this today. I'll change it later. I'll change it later. I can't do this today. I mean, I'll do more, but oh my god, it's more than I thought. Onward, I guess. I'll just go as long as I still have stuff to talk about, which I do, honestly, but...
Are you certain of this?
Yes.
Zelda's next birthday will mark the date of Calamity Ganon's return.
Yes. That is what the images we recovered indicate, at least.
Time has run out, then. Zelda, you and the knights will travel to the Spring of Courage. No matter what it takes, you must awaken your power before the Calamity returns.
Understood.
Oh
Records
shit.
derived from the king.
But speaking of concerts and movies, I went to the Moonwalker concert. I think I talked about.
I
Oops.
will do whatever I can, as I am right now. Even if all I have to give is my faith that things will work out. This is the thread that I've been following all this time. Even so, all of the research into the relics, if I cannot awaken to my power, will have been in vain. Everyone else is carrying out their duties with such grace.
Ugh.
I am the only one who cannot live up to her own potential.
That's not true.
Zelda.
Why not? Let's go take a break somewhere. I've gotten really, suddenly I'm really hungry.
Impa. There's just no more time.
Oh my god, man. I've not to immediately backtrack on something else, but I've gotten so many TikTok edits today with just the most mournful songs over Zelda's situation, and this is really hitting hard for me right now. But speaking of movies and speaking of concerts, I last month, I believe, I went to the Moonwalker concert in Boston as well, and that was a fucking phenomenal show. It was a $20 ticket, and it was one of the best concerts I've ever gone to. Genuinely great. Everyone was great. The two openers, which I've never seen before, never heard of before, blew my mind. Really, really blew my mind. Like, genuinely, I was blown away, and so was my dad. We went together. He bought a CD of one of them, and I started listening to their music on YouTube. They are fucking great. Red Hot and Holy was the first one, and the second one is Demi the Daredevil. Great show, amazing show. Highly, highly recommend listening to both of them, as well as Moonwalker, which is one of my favorite music artists of all time. They all did a great job. And speaking of movies, as well, the second Mario movie came out about a week ago, a little bit over a week now, I think. April 1st. The Mario Galaxy movie specifically. Now, I've never played Mario Galaxy, either one of them. There's two of them. I've never played either one, and I would play them because they're very well received, but I've never had a big desire to. So I didn't see the movie, and I'm probably not going to, because I love Rosalina, but all I've heard are bad things. Really. It's like, I've heard that it's fun if you like Mario, obviously, and you kind of just want to have a movie that you can turn your brain off to and just enjoy, because not every movie has to be like a theatrical masterpiece. But I heard that they butchered Rosalina's story pretty bad, and I heard that she didn't get nearly as much screen time as she should. I heard that she got under 11 minutes of screen time for a 1 hour and 30 minute movie about her, which is crazy. That's just kind of ridiculous to me. However, I'm also probably not going to watch it because I was heavily spoiled. But one of the things that I was spoiled by was the end credits. And in those end credits is Princess Daisy. And Princess Daisy is by far my favorite Mario character. I am not a huge Mario fan. I've played a few Mario games. Not crazy about it. I kind of really only play the like Mario Kart. I played Odyssey, it was fun. But I'm probably not, gonna play many Mario games in my life, right? I'm just not a huge Mario fan. I am absolutely a huge Daisy fan, and if there were more Daisy-related games, I probably would play them. I'm not even gonna lie. I've loved the Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. Super big shame that they stopped making those. I'm going the wrong way. But yeah, I'm crazy excited for Daisy, and I will be watching the third movie. Absolutely I will. And if they ruin her, I'm gonna be miserable. I'm gonna be so sad. I really am. She is such a great character. And I got Mario Kart World, and it's just not hitting like Deluxe was. If anyone knows that feeling, like it's absolutely a great game. It's just not the same as Deluxe. Deluxe was like so perfect that I don't think you can keep going almost, you know what I mean? Like, but World is great for the outfits. World is really the best for the outfits, in my opinion. It's exciting. It was exciting at first because it's like, oh, it's an open world. It's crazy. You can go anywhere, but there's only so much you can drive around and still be like, oh, I can drive anywhere. It's so cool. I'm driving. Look at me. I'm driving. There's not like, it's not really like, for instance, Breath of the Wild, where it's like the you feel like you're really there, because it's not really a realistic world, and it's just kind of I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But for all these events and stuff, I'm really grateful that it's becoming warmer out, because for way too long, my family and I were just kind of getting hit with, like, now it's raining, now it's snowing, now it's kind of warm, oh, now it's snowing again. And we're tired of that. Like, really, really badly tired of that. So I'm glad to see that it's finally, like, becoming warm and staying warm. But it obviously comes with its faults as well, because, I mean, what better indicator that it's springtime than ants on my windowsill, coming in every other day to crawl on my walls. And actually, the first one that entered my room, I woke up and I was like tossing for a while. I was like up for like 30 minutes to an hour, just kind of sitting there. And I lay down and I like a piece of my hair falls onto my forehead. And I'm like, that's weird, but I kind of brush it away, and it wasn't hair. That was a fat-ass ant. It was huge, and I kind of freaked out. Not really. I just, I brushed it off quickly, and I sat up, and I cleared away all my pillows, and I was like, where the hell are you? And I killed it eventually. It made its way back around. But yeah, they're here. They're definitely here. Thankfully, there are no mosquitoes where we live now. Where I used to live, there was a horde every single time you would go outside. I'm not even exaggerating. It's like a cloud of mist that's all just made of them, and they are my worst nightmare. They are genuinely my biggest fear in life, probably, is a mosquito. There are moments when I hear the word and I get shivers. There are moments when I hear buzzing and I get shivers, like through a YouTube video. There are moments when I say the word and I'm like, I can't even say this because it's genuinely giving me a panic attack. Like that's how much they affect me. But it's, I don't get that way with spiders. I don't get that way with pretty much anything else. It's really just them, and I'm so glad to not have them near me anymore, because I used to live basically right on top of a giant marsh. And my mom still lives there, and I don't know how she manages. I frankly don't know. This is so many monsters to just be in the spring. How do they always manage to be where we happen to be? I feel like that's just kind of unrealistic. Excuse me, unrealistic. That was rude. But yeah, spring is coming. I can start going on more walks. I can start getting healthy, like really healthy again. I've started drinking like really big bottles of electrolyte water, because for a long time I don't drink any soda, I don't drink any coffee. I've never had like drink caffeine. I've never had anything like that ever, like genuinely ever. I only drink like water and the occasional apple juice or hot chocolate or whatever. Like 99% of what I drink is water, and yet I go to the doctor and they tell me I'm not heavily, but like reasonably dehydrated. And I turned to all of my family and I go, what the hell does that mean? And they go, we don't know. You drink all the water at work, you drink all the water at home, you drink all the water everywhere we go, and how are you the one that's dehydrated? You know what I mean? So I started drinking electrolyte waters, smart waters, and alkaline waters. What's this brand that I have right here? I don't remember. Not sponsored, obviously, but yeah, just alkaline waters. This is just Market Basket brand. But it's really been changing my life, like genuinely. I've been able to function for longer periods. I stay more awake. I stay more active. I'm like, I can focus more, I think. Maybe just a little bit more. And obviously not everyone's experience is going to be the same. I used to drink on and off some electrolyte waters when I was younger, and they certainly didn't have this big effect on me. But they're really helping now. What is happening? Are we just keeping her safe? She wants to escape. How do we get out of here? Do I have to kill them all? There. How did that do? You can move now. That's good. Sea of trees. I wonder if we topple them, perhaps they'll block the way. So where was that? 'Cause you kinda just showed it and you didn't show me how to get there. This guy? How do I do it? Are you gonna let me do it? Do I have to bomb it? There we go. Can I have control over my camera again? That would be nice. Topple the trees using remote bombs. Where? Genuinely, where do I go? This way? There's a chest here. Excuse me, get that? There's a diamond. That's very nice. I already did this. It wants me to go this way? Okay. I don't understand. I don't understand. You told me to knock them over, so I did, and now I'm on the wrong side? And I can't get back. Can I not get back? That just goes to a dead end. Do I go around? Can I go around? Oh, the red X's are the ones that I blocked. Okay. Oh, that's stupid. That's so stupid. I get angry with this game sometimes. In the way that they communicate things. It just doesn't really make sense.
It will be done.
Okay, whatever you say, Impa. You're wise beyond your years, so I guess I should just do it. Did I go on the wrong side? I don't think I did. Did I miss that? I did. Hello? I only have 4 of those? Okay. Okay, man. This is dumb. This is so dumb. I don't sense any monsters yet. Oh, look! 80 billion monsters! It's almost like that's the whole game. That's all this game has ever been and ever will be. I don't know if I'm gonna... Oops, oops, oops. Actually, hold on. I have to... I have to pause this. I have to go pick up an order. That was scary. I ordered something earlier, and I almost just forgot it outside and let it melt. So that's good. But I'm back and I'm fine and it's fine and it's in the freezer and everything's gonna be a-okay. I'm gonna, maybe after this time, or maybe once I finally fucking finish this game, I'm definitely going to do some proper research on how to make my microphone sound better, because I know it doesn't sound as good as I want it to sound. And I know it's probably easier than it looks or it seems. And there's certainly apartment noises that I would like to avoid recording. But, yeah. Come on, give me bombs, give me bombs. Go up, go up, go up. Fucking aim. Why don't you aim ever? You never work. That sucks. This sucks. Just die, man. My mic keeps falling. I gotta figure out how to fix that. It does not want to stay upright at all. It just doesn't. And now I'm going the wrong way again. Is it over? Is it done? Did I do it? No, there's Keese. Of course there's Keese. And an electric moblin. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? You want ice. You were all the way over there. How was I supposed to interact with that? There we go. That works. There's another one? Are you kidding me right now? I feel like this game could just be like a 30-hour loop of the same exact thing, and no one would be able to say that that wasn't the intended purpose. Like, oh, you already fought an electric moblin? Here you go. Here's 40 more. Please defeat those two, or else we will not consider this cleared. Like, good God, man. How many times do I have to prove that I can beat this one tiny thing? Ah. Is that it? Where are we going? Oh my god. Okay. Okay. There is one more thing I can talk about, and it's something I've talked about before, which is the like upcoming games for Nintendo, because the one of the main reasons, again, like I've probably said, is why I'm doing this is because there's no fucking other games happening right now that I want to play, really, that I'm interested in. And Tomodachi Life is coming soon, but I'm probably not going to stream it, like I said last time, because it feels like it's going to be a lot more of a personal experience to me than something that I can make funny and make, you know, good content from. However, I have seen leaks recently that supposedly, the next Nintendo Direct will be in June. And supposedly, the next Splatoon game, Splatoon Raiders, will be released this summer. That's what leakers are saying. That's what, like, big leakers are saying. Now, the problem is, leakers were very wrong last time. Almost all of them were. However, I feel like we've kind of gotten past the point of being desperate, because we know that our blind desperacy is usually inaccurate. And now we're trying to think pretty logically, or they're trying to think pretty logically about it. That's the impression that I get. And I think there's a lot of logic behind summer releases. Obviously, people would want to come out of school and play the new fun game that's coming out. So Splatoon Raiders, as soon as that comes out, I will be playing it. Absolutely, and I'm going to make sure that my mic quality is good for that, because I'd like to make real actual videos about it. That would be very nice. What is happening? Why aren't you moving? Do I have to go all the way over there and fight what's over there for you to move there? 'Cause that's lame and stupid. Okay. But, there was another game, that was recently sort of teased in a direct. I don't know if it was the most recent one, or if it was an earlier one, but, there's a game called Outbounds that I really haven't heard anyone talking about, and it looks really cool, honestly. And I'm thinking about streaming that, because I think it'll be pretty fun. And if it is pretty fun, I'd like to show it to more people. I'm all sorts of today. This doesn't make any sense. I wasn't reading your thing. What do I do? This thing? Do you want this? Activate. Okay. Oh! It does that, I guess. It's a giant freaking water cannon. What do you mean, princess? She didn't. Yeah, well, this is a really rough time for me to harp on her like this, but she didn't do shit. I activated it. Come on, man. This better be the end of this. I'm like... I think I have a problem with level-based games. I think I do. I just don't like them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like Mario games, the whole time I'm just kind of like, when is it over? You know what I mean? Because it feels so out of place. When it's not something you could do at any point of the game. And I think that's why a lot of people like open world games. Because the structure of level-based games is kind of awkward, at least to me. There's nothing really wrong with them, they just annoy me. And I think that's it, though.
it because of you, Princess. Your keen senses saved us.
Well, really, it was thanks to your strength.
Now you listen to me.
Okay.
You said that you are the only one who can't live up to your potential. But that's completely untrue. I mean, you saved all of us just now. All of your effort, your research is not in vain, Princess.
Aww. Shut up. I wish I could kick that thing. That smug ass nod. Get out of here.
Thank you, Impa. I want...
To kiss you.
I will fight. To fulfill my duty until the very end.
Close enough.
That's really all I can do.
Okay. That was good though. That was good. I have to get rid of some of these. Why are you making me do stuff? Why do you make me do things? I don't want to do things. What can I get rid of? This, I guess. This. Oh shit, that has stuff on it. Mid-air attack damage. Strong attack damage. Let's just get rid of those. He's fine. She's fine. That's fine. Ooh, stuff. Okay. This game is always so much longer than I think it is. Well, what are we on now? I've run out of topics. Oh, this one's at Hyrule Castle. Oh shit. Okay, wait, let me look this up. Is it the start of 5? Well, see, now I'm confused because it says the Battle of Hyrule Castle is the final story mission. But this is like this isn't the battle, is it? What if I hit menu? That's that. What if I hit system? That's that. Chapters. I'm on chapter 5. Oh my god, that's so much easier to do. It's the first part of chapter 5. Which means I have... There's 3 and 4... 2 and 3, 5 and 2. So there's roughly like probably 3 in this, 2 or 3. Takes about an hour to beat each one, I'd say. I mean, except for 2, that one probably takes like 2 hours, 2.5. At least that was my experience. Yeah. This game has like 3 more hours to it. This game has like 3 more hours to it. Okay. I'll have to do that on the in the next weekend, because I just don't have time. I thought I have, yeah, but you know what? I have nothing to do all of next weekend, and that gives me 3 days to stream. So if I did only an hour stream on every day, which I probably won't, but if I did, like, you know, I could do that. I could finish this game next weekend. So we'll keep that in mind, and yeah, I will be back. I will be back. Bye-bye!